How do apes get so jacked and strong when all they eat is vegetation? Because they evolved a digestive tract and metabolic enzymes to more efficiently convert native vegetation into the building blocks needed. Here is a fun comparison of digestive tracts among a few animals. Our intestines are not only much shorter, but we lack the gorilla bacterial flora to do the job. But it wasn't all a loss. Researchers suggest we traded a shorter digestive tract for a bigger brain. Keep in mind they are not jacked in their environment. They are adapted. In other words, they have only as much muscle as is needed to survive and reproduce and not much more. Some of this size is due to sexual selection and some, as stated, is for their mountainous arboreal environment. They seem jacked to you because you are focused on this one trait. Their guts and genetics evolved so they could make use of their resources successfully. We took a different genetic direction and gave up some things but got others. Some of the most badass humans of all time were Roman gladiators. An ancient cemetery was recently discovered that had been reserved exclusively for said gladiators, which allowed researchers to analyze their diets. Turns out that despite Hollywood portrayals to the contrary, they subsisted mostly on barley. The real question isn't how they get so jacked while eating vegetation. It's how they get so jacked in general in it. It's all gained naturally by their day-to-day activities, right? What if you gave them weights and they started lifting? What then? Same way cows and horses do. Ever fight a bull? Cellulose from plants, digested by gut microbes and bacteria, then proceed to digest those gut bacteria, or digest the waste from that bacteria. They also have larger colons, that's why they rock the dad bod belly. They extract more protein from the leaves than you would, and they eat lots and lots of leaves. Why focus on apes? Elephants are herbivores, you know? So were those gigantic dinosaurs, the sauropods. You get even bigger trees and all they eat is sunlight and a bit of dirt. Bulls are very strong. They eat vegetables. Because plant-based diets can give you all the protein and nutrients you need to develop muscle mass. It's called myostatin. We inhibit our production of it, 'cause we'd rather our energy go to our big juicy brains. I have a friend who has myostatin disease. He'd be much more jacked than the average guy without doing anything, though he a heavy lifter. How do apes get so jacked and strong when all they eat is vegetation? Humans are one of the best endurance athletes in the animal kingdom. Our species basically evolved with more slow-twitch muscles while apes kept more fast-twitch muscles. In addition, there's a neural mechanism in humans that inhibits your total strength. That's why you have more fine motor control. This is to also prevent injury long-term. But if you are in a state of extreme stress, that's why you can be stronger than you normally are. E.g., the mom lifting a car off her baby situation. Most of your initial gains in the gym is unlocking the neural pathways, not gaining muscle mass. So, you'd beat any chimp or gorilla if it's a cross-country running race. In fact, they may even keel over and die before you do. Or you'll also beat any ape or gorilla in like sewing or that type of fine work. But they will have the tenacity and strength to rip your face off. Unless you have a weapon, even a spear, then your throwing ability can close the gap. Or if you want to get more technical in the makeup of all the types of muscles, humans outperform in throwing contests. Hands down. Source: https www.bbc.com/news/scienceenvironment40405026. Vegan bodybuilders exist, and they are no weaker for their diet. Apes are naturally strong, compared to humans, because that is how they are built, genetically. Like comparing the strength of a horse to a donkey. Both strong, but one's clearly stronger naturally. They don't. Gorillas and chimpanzees are known to hunt smaller apes and monkeys when protein is needed. They also get protein from insects. You know what your appendix used to do? Plenty of muscled animals that only eat greens. What takes calories to develop is the brain. I don't think of all apes as being jacked. Depending on what exactly you mean by that. Gibbons are usually lithe, and even bonobos. Chimps are very strong because of the type of muscles fibers they have. But they don't necessarily look jacked. It's gorillas that are visually impressive. And I think you have the answer to that. Because while humans evolved to conquer the world and destroy everything, apes evolved to be efficient and maintain perfect symbiosis with their environment, which includes efficient metabolism and crazy amounts of strength. An adult male gorilla eats about 18 kilograms of food a day. Also, many apes don't just eat vegetation. Chimps, bonobos and orangutans will eat insects and sometimes monkeys. You'd be jacked too if you swing from tree to tree on a daily basis. That's crazy. It's almost as if they're not human and are actually animals with a different physiology and body composition. Genetics.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.